Hello, we're back again with today's management concept from Agovia Consulting. I'm Chris Kaufman. Today we'll be talking about the definition of success. For those of you that don't remember, this is number 2 in the holy troika of managing to success, which means managing to success, not just getting lucky. It's also known as goals, objectives, outcomes, results, end game, attainment, fruition, realization, sometimes nirvana. People call it a lot of things. People tend to get worked up about what things are called, mission, vision, etc., argue all day. But really, just don't get your panties in a knot. Try to remember that simple acronym. That simple acronym, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Oops, I hate it when I do that. What is it you're shooting for? How will you know when you're successful? There are certain things it should be, always. Should be measurable, should be clear, understandable. It needs to be achievable, or at least imaginable, and it has to be something people can buy into. When we're talking about definition of success, we're really talking about right to left thinking. And that is, look to the right-hand side of the page to understand what it is you are trying to achieve. Then you can start to look at your situation assessment, you can look at the projects, you can look at the initiatives that you will need to get in place to move forward. Don't start with initiatives, start with where you're going. Now, here's an example of a good definition of success.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
A time frame and objective, including returning safely to the earth. A very good example of a definition of success. So, one of the questions people ask, why do I need a definition of success? If you have a solid place you're going, you can develop a strategy, you can plan tactics, you can set goals, you can inspire people to a vision, you can make decisions within a context when you need to, and you can draw a map. Here are some for instances to think about. Which one is it? For coaches, are you trying to win? Are you trying to teach? If you're CYO versus a professional league, you're trying to teach. Are you going for a championship? Am I trying to get my next job as a coach? As a stock company, what's my definition of success? Stock value, customer satisfaction, profit, non-profits, mission, margin? Question, what is my definition? Risk management. Am I trying to satisfy regulators? Earthquake planning? Am I trying to mitigate risk? There are lots of organizations that are completely protected against something that's likely never to happen, but they're still enduring higher risk due to expenses or other things. Marketing programs, brands, sales. Are they trying to get their next job as a marketing VP for Procter & Gamble? Human Resources Department. Is it about people development? Is it about benefits? Is it about compliance? Are we trying to provide a competent workforce? Which usually is the definition of success for HR. So why do we do this? Why do we have this? It allows management to an outcome. It allows us to manage to results. It also helps us avoid small victories, which are our enemy because we tend to focus on them and miss the big picture. Now, let's ponder for a minute. Let's think about what will those definitions of success be? Well, there tend to be two major types that we split into. One is mission-based, one is value-based. Now, if you're mission-based, you tend to be identity-driven. Tends to apply to nonprofits, feed the hungry, house the homeless, provide member value of some type. If you're value-based, you tend to be working for a nonprofit, stock value, profit, dividends. But remember, if you're value-based, you need mission to support you. If you're mission-based, you better have a margin or a value definition of success somewhere in there. So they are related. Now, what isn't a definition of success? Processes. I don't care how good they are. Those are not success. Definition of success, they're an end. Standards or frameworks. TQM, ISO, ITIL, BPR. Nope, not definition of success. Training, customer sat, happy employees. These may be necessary and enable your success, but they're not success. Don't get confused. So what are some examples? JFK and the space program. Winston Churchill. Take a look.
You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word. Victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory however long and hard the road may be. For without victory there is no survival.
That got a whole country around a definition of success. Jack Welch, number 1 or number 2 in any business we are in. Scandinavian Airlines. We are going to be the best airline in the world for frequent business travelers. Remember, these are the 3 success orientation points. Identity we talked about. Today was success definition. Tomorrow, next time, current state. Again, this has been Chris Kaufman for Agovia Consulting. We'll talk to you more later. Take care.